11. Yeah. Oh, I'm talking here. Welcome to the Delaware County Unsafe Building Authority hearing of March 2026. It's now 11 o'clock. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I suppose we do need to do a roll call, don't we? Please.
Commissioner Brand,
Here.
Commissioner Henry,
Here.
Commissioner Reagan.
Present. Okay. Tom, you want to lead us off?
Sure. First on the agenda, we've got a couple that we've dealt with in the past, and you guys had given some orders, to which those orders, nobody complied to the orders that were given by you guys. So I thought we would address them again as to if you want me to go ahead and obtain bids to tear down the structures. The first one is at 2701 West 26th Street, Angela Bostic. This is one that we've dealt with since the last meeting. Across the street, I'm pretty sure that you guys also got the letter from Atlan Construction.
Yes,
Atlan
yes.
Construction sent us a letter on everything that they're having to deal with. I did go talk to them personally. They said that quite often people are breaking into the facility.
Sure.
Last I checked, the property taxes were quite a ways behind, and nothing's been done. Every time we've tried to reach out to Angela, we get no response on anything. You can see the pictures as to where the structure is. So I just kind of need to know at this point on that one where you guys want to go. If you want me to go ahead and give bids to tear it down.
I would like him to get bids to tear it down. A second.
Now, do you want me to take the bids and come back, or take the bids and award it and get it done?
I would recommend that you take the lowest bid and award it.
Okay.
Yeah, I trust you.
I'll second that too.
Have a motion? Second?
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. The next one is another one that we've dealt with quite often, and you guys had made an order on that one for 8001 East Gloucester, which is out in Hyde Park, which is Brooke Kozak. This one, I will tell you, we have been dealing with this situation since 2023. We received a phone call right before we came up. Desiree did, that she said she was going to show up. I'm not sure which, if she does, you know, and you guys want to come back to it. The photos are recent. I did talk to one of the neighbors when I went out to post for this hearing. One of the neighbors came out to talk to me. He said my last notice, she just pretty much tore it off of the building, got rid of it. The windows, what windows faced the road, had been barricaded with things so you couldn't see inside what the structure was going on. He felt that in certain times that there was drug activity going on
sure.
inside there, and other things. So this is another one. I just need to, you know, kind of know where you guys want to go from now. I know both myself and the health department have dealt with this one multiple times. And so kind of in the same boat on this one too. I think the property taxes have been paid up on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, we're past time, aren't we?
I want to make a motion to remove all structures, clean up, remove all the trash, debris from the property. I would recommend that you get the cheapest bid on this one as well and proceed forward. I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes. So you can get that pulled out, John? Thank you.
Real quick, in that case, there's a camper on it. What if a vehicle has a registration or a title or something to it? How do we handle removing those things?
I would like it all removed.
I agree.
And the vehicles, the camper, whatever.
So normally, this is something that we've had a discussion about in the past on vehicles and things like that. I have the authority to go on a property and tag a vehicle to give them 7 days to remove it. If not, usually what would happen would be one of the tow companies would come and take it away, and then it's their responsibility and liability and
They're
everything.
paying the storage and
Yeah.
the owner's
Now,
paying.
we've tried to get that changed, and this is one of those, I talked to, and this was probably a couple of years after I'd been here, I talked to the sheriff's department. They didn't feel that I should be going on properties tagging vehicles anymore. They thought that that was fine back in the past, but not anymore. So I don't do a whole lot of that, and I have to agree. I mean, we've
Yeah.
been chased around enough.
Yeah,
But I know Shannon and I have had a discussion, and I think the sheriff's department is like, they're not sure how to take on this responsibility with everything else. So this is something we do need to look at of how we want to handle this in the future coming up.
I think, John, you guys need to take a look at that ordinance. And let's try to make it easier for the sheriff's department to tag those and remove them, please.
Agree.
I'm not sure that I can go back out. I don't even know if there was plates on that.
mhm,
trailer.
To me, it looks like it's
Yeah,
junk as well.
Right.
okay.
They're way expired.
And I'm sure they are expired, but if there's a title and somebody owns it, that's what I was asking about. I think we should remove it.
I think we
Just
should
didn't
have
know
a
how
hold,
we do
hold
it.
off, yeah, let the
Okay,
tow company.
she may be showing up.
That's fine.
Okay, if we do, then we can come back and allow her to speak, if that's okay with you guys.
Yep.
Okay,
okay, thank you.
all right. For new business, the first one I have on here is the property address is 11601 East County Road 600 South in Selma. Owner is, the company is called This Is Gonna Hurt. We'd actually addressed this property a while back. I don't think that I've addressed it with you guys because we were in the process of sending letters.
Uh-huh.
And when I spoke to the previous owner, they were in the midst of selling it to this company. I informed them, I said, the responsibility doesn't change. Somebody's gonna have to tear this property down. This company did come in and pull permits, but after 90 days, if somebody pulls permits, especially when it's pertaining to an unsafe structure, if nothing's been done, I try to go back and readdress that, and basically your demo permit is, I can void that out if nothing's been done on that. So we're at a place on this one where this is gonna hurt. Are you representing them? Okay. And I'll let him speak to where he's at. I will let you know that the next door neighbor called me last week. He informed me that he was interested in buying the property from this company. I informed him I had no problem with giving them time to close out the sale and the deal on the property, but the property needed to still be cleaned up immediately. He told me, he said, if I have to clean it up immediately, I probably won't buy it. I said, well, what's your time frame? Is it something I can work with you on?
Yeah,
And he said, well, it's been that way ever since I've lived here, so I don't know why it can't just stay that way. And I told him, I mean,
Yeah.
it's obvious why it can't stay that way.
yeah,
This is a very bad situation out here. It needs to come down. So I don't know what ended up transpiring. I didn't get into that. But this property we
Yeah.
need to address. Something needs to be done. But if you'd like to come to the podium, sir.
Yeah, he just sent me a text after you came out and said he wasn't gonna buy the property.
you have to give your name, please.
I'm sorry,
and
Brian
address.
Kaufman, representing This Gonna Hurt LLC.
Did you get his name? Okay, Go ahead.
So the neighbor came out or texted me and said after he talked to Tom that he was no longer interested in it. So I've reached out to a few builder friends to see if they wanted to purchase it to use to build a to build a house on as a spec or something. And I just haven't been able to sell it. Love to clean it up and put a house on it myself, but just don't have the finances to do that. Taxes are paid up on it. I don't know. Just it's the finances. And I've gotten quotes to tear it down. If I could afford to do it, it would be down now. So just where I am with things. So unfortunately, I mean, I don't see $18,000 dropping in my pocket tonight, an extra to go do that. And if it would, I would take care of it. But unfortunately, it's probably just I can go out and cut trees and clean it up some. As far as demoing the property and hauling it away, I don't have the means to do that right now. So, unfortunately, I'll probably end up back in the system at that point. That's not what I want. I'll keep the taxes up on it, but I can't do it. I've got kids and stuff, and obviously I got to feed them.
Yeah.
So,
Because I can't imagine what the roof looks like.
oh, it's caved in. The house is falling in.
Yeah.
If it was salvageable, I would have jumped on right away, trying to preserve it, but it's just not salvageable.
It is not a structure that can be bought by a builder to rebuild or refurbished or rehabbed or any of the above. It needs to come down.
Yeah, it definitely
It
does.
is
I
a
agree
very
with that.
unsafe structure.
Yeah.
What about all the tires that are out there?
I don't have an answer for that either. I mean, I could get rid of them. I have a couple friends that own mechanic shops and stuff and have access to people that will haul tires away. So, I mean, I can look into that. I just have not.
So our records indicate that you pulled a demolition permit
I did.
in August, and your intention was to tear it down then, so
At that point, yes, I had talked to Schroyers and they gave me a price. My intention was trying to find the financing to get that done. I just wasn't able to.
Yeah. Pleasure.
The taxes are paid up on this property, is that right?
Did Schroyers ever give you a price
He did.
and the ballpark of that?
15 to 18.
I was thinking it was probably gonna
Are
be
you
around
next
20.
door, neighbor?
No,
No.
he's the owner.
No, I own that property.
You own it now.
Yep.
How long have you owned it?
Around a year, I think, is when the actual paperwork was done. I think it's right around a year.
You buy it through the tax sale or?
No, my boss bought it through the tax sale. Him and I negotiated a deal that I purchased it off of him in lieu of vehicle compensation for a portion of the time that I was with him prior to that.
So who actually owns this? This is gonna hurt
It's
LLC?
an LLC that I started, yep, for that.
Well, there's another LLC here. What was I thinking LLC?
That was his LLC. Yeah.
That's who he purchased it from.
Yeah.
I see.
That's who I first addressed on this matter.
All right. What's your recommendation, Mr. Fouch?
The structure needs to come down. It's just how we know, if we tear it down, we're gonna put a lien on the property. But it is definitely, it needs to come down.
I went out there and looked at it.
Yeah. If he's telling us that, if he says that he's got somebody that's interested in buying it outside, if somebody's interested in buying it and they're willing to tear it down immediately, if he's gonna do a quick claims deed and they understand that it has to come down, okay, but how much time do we give?
That's what I thought I had worked out with the other guy, and then he decided he wanted to go through Young's Title to do the paperwork. And I did tell him, I talked to you on the phone, I told him everything that we had talked about, so he knew that it needed to come down soon. He did not tell me he was waiting, so.
Yeah, he told me that, he didn't wanna do anything for probably 2 to 5 years.
Yeah, he didn't tell me that at all.
What's our budget? You guys, I
Well,
can't remember.
For in edit,
Yeah, what did we put in there?
75,000,
yeah,
I think.
we're gonna be using it real fast.
I'll make a motion, we tear this one down, and put a lien on property.
Second,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes,
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
with the same stipulation, get the lowest bid and move forward.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
it?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
You guys want- Are you Brooke?
I am.
Okay. Do you want to jump back to that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Brooke, if you'd like to come up, please. I went over everything with the commissioners on everything about your property again. They've given me an order to remove all the structures, clean up the property, and remove the RV on the property too. Which, with us doing that, we will put a lien on the property for all the work that we do. So, that's where we're at this point.
I guess here's where I'm at. I didn't get the paperwork yet. You sent it to the old address after you had already sent me paperwork to my current address. So I didn't even know that was going on because I thought, do you know that that property was sold? Did you know what happened? I couldn't sell it because the deed was wrong. It took 12 months to get Cammie Mitchell to get it fixed. I just got it last Monday,
You got what?
the deed, so I could sell it. It was sold.
Okay,
Have you got a buyer for it now?
Yeah.
You have a purchase agreement in hand?
I don't have that in hand, but I have my old one in hand. Because I didn't know. I mean, it was just one number. So when we went to the title office, or the whatever it's called, she said, wait a minute. And so I talked to Cammie Mitchell, and it took that long to get it to the court system.
Who's buying it?
Excuse me?
Who's buying it?
The original person, the first person was, I don't know if they still will, but there was a ton of people, and I went with the first person that gave me an offer. I don't know the actual buyer's name, it's just the wholesaler.
Well, this is what I would do. I guess I wanna keep, what we've decided to do is remove all this from this property. I think that if you have a buyer that's interested, they need to get with Mr. Fouch's office, and so we can tell them what we're about to do, which is remove this structure from this property.
So
And
that's why I stopped.
and all
That
the
was why I
debris,
sold it.
all the debris. I'm not willing to change anything.
I don't think we should. I mean, if you had a purchase agreement in your hand, I would have a different opinion, but whoever you're gonna sell it to, they need to contact Mr. Fouch's office, as Commissioner Henry directed you, and tell them what you're gonna do.
Right, but I had to wait a year to get this paperwork, so I can't just start asking, advertising this. When I was told to make that happen, I couldn't financially do it, so I put it for sale. I
right.
mean, I did the best I could.
My only problem with that is the very first letter that I ever sent you
I didn't get
in 2023.
it.
You've been here, you've actually been in this building for multiple meetings, which tells
I've been here
me,
twice, this is my second
huh?
time. This is my second time being here.
Okay. So you had to get a letter.
No, I went off the property and there was a thing on the building,
Okay.
right here.
Well, the only
But I corrected my
That's-
address.
that's not the newest one. I know that.
This was from last year. I know the thing about it.
Yeah, because the only address that we have is what is
Well,
registered
here's the
to get
paperwork.
mailed to you,
Where you sent it to my current address.
right? We sent the letter to you.
You sent this September 25th of 24.
Okay, yeah, you got one on
So
August of
that's current.
23,
And that's the
February
only
of
time you sent it.
24, May of 24,
Yes.
July of
To
24,
Reed Street. I got
September
that.
of 24, 6/25, and 2/26.
Those didn't come to my address. I've got them all printed out. I mean, I just don't understand how that happens.
Well, look, you own a property in Delaware County that you know looks terrible, right? We have a bunch of
Well,
these
I thought it like that
properties.
too. I'm
It-
doing the best I can.
I understand that, but you're arguing about this property knowing that the property had issues and you've not addressed any of them. So we're going to address those for you.
I don't know why I'm here. Seems like you already made your mind. It is. It's right by Christie Woods, like by Littleton Riverside.
Did you make a motion?
I don't want to change anything. I want to tear the structure down and get it cleaned up. I'm not making a motion to do anything. I'm not changing my mind. I'm not changing anything.
I'm not making a motion to amend either.
That does not stop you from selling the property, okay? I mean, if you get it sold today, send them up to my office today. Okay? But we're going forward with getting everything cleaned up and the structure tore down. All right?
I've been trying to get it happen for a year, and it wasn't my fault that I couldn't get it done.
Thank you.
Okay. 3908 West 28th Street. Actually, this is one that was on the agenda to have brought in. We was able to get the current owner to come in and speak with us, and was able to get him to pull permits. When he came in to tear it down, I went out and he told me, he said, I'll start the next day tearing it down, which was about a week and a half ago. I went out there the next day to meet him, and they have started tearing that one down.
Yeah,
So,
that's good. We need some good news. Thanks.
the next one, 7601 North County Road, 650 East. This is a property owned by Sydney Landis, her home. This was another one, actually, the health department has had many issues out there, and Jeremy has posted some of his health orders, a lot of it to do with the septic system out there. He asked me if I'd go out with him the day that Jeremy and I went out there. The structure, nobody's living in it. Windows had been busted out. Of course, they've been boarded up. There's a big RV sitting in the property. I did not go in. Jeremy has been into the structure, but that being said, recent developments on this one was that there was a young lady who came in and claimed that she had purchased the property from Sydney Landis. We asked her to come back with all the proof of everything. She did come back in. Nothing has been recorded, okay? She did come back in with the purchase agreement. She came back in with the money order, a copy of that was done. She gave me a phone number to her attorney that she's been working with and on this property. I asked them, I said, this would help us if you would get this recorded.
Yeah.
Get it recorded, then we don't have, you're in the same boat then. And they understand that their intentions are, they're going to rehab the property. They've already started working with things. I know they've already started working with Jeremy on the septic, putting new septic in, everything like that. The attorney called me, he said that there's a problem between Sydney and her ex, that, there's a lawsuit, and I guess it's for quite a bit of money. He told me, he said, we can come up and file, and get it recorded. He said, but it's gonna hamper what we have to do in the, everything else that's going on. It's gonna cause a small problem. So I told him I would give him 30 days. And he said he appreciated that, the attorney did. He said it'll probably take us a little longer. I said, well, just make sure you communicate with me and let me know where you're at within these 30 days. So I feel confident that we're good on this.
Yeah.
Who was the attorney?
Eric Welch,
Okay.
yeah,
The problem is, and I know this because I've got an injunction on this property for the health department and for you, about the unsafe structure and nobody occupying it, because they were violating it for a long time and they finally stopped doing that. The ex-boyfriend has a $350,000 judgment against this property that, because he was part owner of this property. And, that was the fault judgment was granted many years ago. And so,
and that's what Eric said, if he records it, it's just gonna make it more difficult for them to get everything switched over. He's willing to come up and go ahead and get it recorded that this new young lady owns the property if that's what you guys want done. I mean, cause I
don't know how, I mean, it's a quitclaim deed, so all a quitclaim deed does is pass whatever interest I have to you, subject to any liens and whatnot. So she would be she's purchasing a property that has a $350,000 judgment against it, plus the judgment of the attorney fees, I think, for our case that I have against that. So I don't know how recording the quitclaim deed is gonna complicate anything other than it's already complicated enough.
Right. I think that he was just what you were saying. He was saying if we go ahead and record it and then it goes into her name, then that judgment and everything that can fall on her for that 300,000.
Exactly.
To which
Yes.
she cannot pay that for the property as to the 48,000 that has been paid to Sydney, to purchase the property.
Does it need a whole new septic system?
So, I have pretty much the summary of the file here, if any of you want to see it. I have extra copies here I made for everybody if you guys want to look at it. So we ordered that, so the system was in failure. We
Okay.
observed it, we took pictures of it. What we don't know is what system is or isn't there. My belief is that it's what we call tank to tile, which means it goes straight from the tank, straight to a tile, and dumps right in the creek behind it. That's what I believe. And nobody has proved different so far. Delaware Septics went out there at one time when Tony Caforio was still living out there, before we put the unfit order on it, before we took it to court, before we got the injunction on it. He did not allow Delaware Septic to continue their assessment to see what exactly system is or isn't in the ground. So we still can't say for sure. We can't say it's in failure. It will probably, in my opinion, need to be completely replaced. The tank that's there, I have seen it. At minimum, it'll have to be brought up to code, if not replaced. And then if there is a finger system out there, a proper finger system out there, it will have to be repaired. Best case scenario, it's going to be a repair. Worst case scenario, it's going to be full replacement.
Yeah. So they might need like 30, 60 days to,
Well, I'm told Droopy's Lawn and Maintenance, which is one of our registered on-site sewage contractors, is going to go out there. I talked with Droopy myself. I don't know if they have a date scheduled yet for them to go out there. He's going to go out there and assess the system. He's going to run cameras. He's going to see what system is out there.
and then you go out and test it?
No, that's what the contractor does.
Okay.
He tells us what system is in the ground.
Okay,
we've worked with, that contract company, several times. We work with them regularly. I have I have every bit of faith in him finding what's out there. The ones he reports back to us with what is or isn't out there, then we can know for sure whether it's gonna have to be repaired or replaced.
Have they been putting new windows in to keep it safe, or,
No, last time we were out there, actually windows were broken out.
you know, the roof looks pretty good.
They
This,
have cleaned up the property quite a bit.
they have cleaned it up quite a bit,
Uh-huh.
and this home, I've been inside it, is, it's got great potential.
Doesn't,
I agree. I've been inside it as well.
so it needs some
Just-
deep pockets.
Yeah,
so,
needs some
Mhm.
work.
Yeah,
Would you, Mr. Fauch, would you agree to, extend this for 60 days and see where we're at in 60 days?
What I would like to recommend is that, unless John feels differently, is to go ahead and allow their attorney the 30 days that I granted him to get everything, done for his client. And if that doesn't happen, get the deed changed over so that we know who the rightful owner is, and that way, if we
Right.
do have more issues, that's who we'll deal with.
Hang on, I'm just looking at something.
I think that if that property does change hands, it would be the best case scenario. Previous owner / owners have been nothing but problematic, not only for the health department, but for the building commissioners, for the sheriffs, for everybody. Also the State Department of Health, also, I mean, it's, they've been problematic.
There is a complaint to foreclose a mortgage on that very property that's been filed. It was filed on February 10th at 7601 by Tony Cafaro against Sidney Landis. She has not received service because she is pretty adept at avoiding that.
She did not receive any of our letters. She
She
sent them all back.
refuses to receive anybody's letters.
She doesn't pay attention to any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I've got one case against she also owns the water board that has all kinds of problems.
oh my goodness, yeah.
And there, like I said, there's a complaint to foreclose a mortgage was his judgment that was entered against Sidney for the 300 and some odd $1,000. That is, 30 days isn't gonna solve this problem at all. This problem's not gonna get solved for several months, frankly. I mean, the attorney may not even know that this complaint to foreclose mortgage has been filed because she hasn't been served with it.
Is the meter still hooked up? You guys know? Electric meter?
The electric meter?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and it was running when we were out there. Was that last week? Week before?
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we've,
It was on the, February 10th.
Just sure no one's living in it?
yes. Unless,
We haven't caught anybody living in it.
yeah,
Okay.
we're assuming that's why the windows originally got broke out, is they probably got in there.
I will say this, every time we go out there, our unfit signage has been removed and I have to repost it.
Yeah,
I've driven, I mean, this is by my house, so I've driven by it probably half a dozen times the past 3-4 weeks at different times, and I haven't seen anybody there. I haven't seen any lights on. I go by there at night sometimes. I haven't seen any lights on. I haven't seen any activity in the driveway. It didn't look like the driveway had been used for a while, the last time I was there, which is about 10 days ago.
Okay.
They tried to serve Sidney Landis and an address for, she was supposedly living with Adrian Kurtz. And that
That's the
house was empty,
Said he was living
so
with
she
them.
has not received service.
So Adrian Kurtz is the guy that came into our office, my office, St. Tom's office, stating that it was his wife who is the one that purchased it.
She was given, she gave a power of attorney to him in this purchase agreement.
Which is was not legal because it's not recorded. That's what I was told.
The purchase agreement is a binding contract.
Right.
So she's obligated to pay Sydney Landis $35,000 if she knew, I mean, what she was buying was a piece of property that had judgments against it. And the quitclaim deed is, like I said, just a transfer of, I can give you a quitclaim deed for the Brooklyn Bridge, frankly. And whatever interest I have in the Brooklyn Bridge, I give to you, which is none. So a
So,
quitclaim deed is really,
so what is your suggestion then, John? I mean, should I call them and tell them if this is legit, get it recorded, and then we know that we're dealing with someone else, or? I mean, that's what I wanna know. I mean, if that's what you guys want me to do, that's what I'll do. I get what you're saying, the 30 days really doesn't mean anything.
this is all gonna sit here and be the same place it is, probably in 6 months from now, right now. So whether they record it or not, it's really not gonna make much of a difference, because you've got this mortgage foreclosure going on that is going to, if she doesn't answer it, it's going to transfer over to the ex-boyfriend, this Tony Cafaro. And he'll be the owner at some point.
Okay. So even my understanding from what
Even
you're,
if she records it,
Megan Vaughn is not the owner until the legal fees, or
Right.
until everything legally is cleared up.
right,
So,
Okay,
so basically, if she pays to have a contractor go out there and fix the on-site sewage system, say she puts in a whole new system, she's basically fixing that property up for Tony Caforio.
yep, sure is.
okay.
What you're, I don't know what John might be suggesting we do. Give it
Well, I
30,
mean-
60 days or start the procedure.
If she wants to go out and put a septic system in with her own money, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would solve the health department's problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna make the place livable because the house still needs some work. But it's gonna at least put a septic system in that addresses that issue.
Right.
Yeah, they say they've been inside already starting to work on it, which, again, is fine.
Yeah, I mean, they're very possibly doing all this work for somebody else.
Right,
And they'll never get their money back.
yeah. Okay,
I mean, that's their expenditure, it's their money to spend, so, I mean, I can't see any reason why not to.
Mm-hmm.
Let them spend the money and they're gonna lose it, frankly.
Right.
okay.
So there's nothing this body can do to compel them to go record this deed, right? I mean, they did
Well, I
this.
could, I mean, the attorney said he would do it, but like John's saying, it's not gonna matter.
No
if
reason.
Even, it doesn't matter if they record it because of the lawsuit that's taking place on it.
Right.
It doesn't even help us, really.
Right.
So,
I think until the legal issues get resolved, there's not much we can do with it.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, basically, if they go in and clean up the property and work on it, fix it up, put in a new on-site sewage system, great.
Yeah.
If they're out the money, I mean, that's,
because Megan and, what's his name? Adrian, they told me that they're gonna get the RV off the property too. They're supposed to get that done, so,
Good for them.
That'll help.
so,
I believe Adrian's plans were to split the parcel. What is it, 18 acres?
something like that.
I
Is
believe his
that-
plan was to split the parcel, sell the part with the house that's currently on it. He brought in the young lady who he's already got some kind of verbal agreement with on that. And then he and his wife want the other half to build a house for themselves on. I believe that's their plans.
So I'm not opposed with what John's saying. If you guys just wanna table this one, Jeremy and I'll just keep an eye on it, and if something drastically happens, we'll come back to you guys and say, hey, we've gotta address something.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah, let's at least have an update at the next meeting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now, in the meantime, if we catch somebody living out there, of course, I'll call the sheriffs and have them vacated.
Yeah,
But that'll be, once again, somebody violating a court order. And I don't know if or when we take action on that.
if you call the sheriff to get somebody out of there, then, I'll file a contempt citation in court the next day.
Okay. I'll let you know if it comes with that.
okay. Okay, then we'll table that one,
That
Jeremy,
one's a
and I'll
mess,
just keep an eye
that
on
one's
it.
absolute mess.
Yeah. Kind of goes along with the water bill.
Yeah, it is a big mess.
All right. The next one is 5738 South Burlington Drive. You guys didn't need to make any kind of motion on the last one, did you?
I don't think we need to make any formal motion, do we,
Okay.
John?
Yeah.
On the last one, no.
So the next one, which this gentleman didn't show up, 738 South Burlington Drive, right next to the cemetery. This gentleman, we've been trying to get him to cooperate with no,
Yeah, the car dealer.
no.
Oh.
He's working on boats.
Oh, the
Uh,
boat owner. Boat,
yeah,
yeah, selling
uh,
boats.
Property's full of boats.
Yeah.
We know he's running a business.
And it's-
The property owners around there have been calling me constantly. I
yes.
just had an email this morning from the gentleman who runs the, and oversees the, cemetery, wanting to know where we're at, if anything's been done. I told him this was coming today. With him not here, my recommendations would be at this point that we ask John to petition the courts to take this guy to court and, address his business being ran in an R1 zone. Basically stop the business. There's boats and big equipment everywhere.
Does he live there?
I'm sorry?
Does he live there?
Yes. Well, according to the property, or according to the neighbors, yes, he does.
Okay.
And they said during the summertime, he'll have buddies over to work on boats, and it's usually like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's blaring music and everything else too.
Yeah, and it's such a nice setting out that way.
Yeah.
So you want a motion to take him to court?
John, are you good with that one?
Yes, I can do that.
All right.
We'll file a complaint.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Ritchie.
Yes.
Before we get to other business, there's one, you guys should have also, received something on, for 2611 East 29th Street. Jeremy and I were out there just, this week, or no, I'm sorry, last week. Just last week, to do another follow-up on this property. We've dealt with this one in the past, but we were told at that time that we'd dealt with it, that they were going to, fix it up. You'll see by the pictures, nothing's been done.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeremy was able to get a little ways inside to look at some things, and, it's definitely caving in.
Mm.
The property is just a train wreck.
I got pictures here. If you guys need.
Yeah, if you want some interior pictures, Jeremy's got those too. Everything I had was exterior on the property. This one is, though, I'm not sure, John may want to look at this one. We definitely need to do something, but from the information that I gathered downstairs, the property was behind on taxes, but it went into the tax sale in '24. The buyer on the property was out of Maryland. They still have not claimed the deed on the property. And I think as of last week, they only had like 2 weeks left to claim the deed on it. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at. I mean, you can see it needs to come down. Property needs to be cleaned up.
Well,
But I also don't want to put us in a place where if the deed did, I haven't checked this week, of course, it's just Monday, but if the deed did get claimed, I'll have to get a hold of the new owners and
Start over.
start over.
what's one of those cross streets out there?
That is off of,
It's on East 29th, right by the bypass.
Past Burlington?
is that goes out, turn there.
35. So it's like so when you go out 35 south, that row of houses right there before you go under the bypass, you have to actually go down Meeker
Yeah,
and come around
Oh,
on where
Yeah.
29th jogs around
29th
there.
is the
Comes,
first street off of Meeker.
becomes 35 south and then 29 jogs around behind there.
And off of 29th Street, you cannot see this structure.
This is the one you may or may not remember in 2023 made pretty big news. We were called out there by the sheriff's department, who was called out there to do a welfare check. As they, I believe it was Corporal Wyatt, was getting ready to enter the building. Before they breached, they smelled what they thought was possibly a decomposing body.
Oh my God.
So they called the health department. By the time I got out there from our office, they had breached, and it was worse than a dead body. There was a mentally handicapped gentleman who was the owner, and his niece, who was 17 years old. She had been kept in that house with no running water, no electricity from the time she was in second grade. They pulled her out of school and put her in that house
Oh my God.
and never allowed her to socialize beyond that. It was obviously mom and dad lived on the property too. They lived in a tiny house, like shed, and they were charged on felony charges for collective dependence. It was a mess.
The only reason we didn't address it at that point too is because Jeremy and I both received phone calls from the church that the handicapped gentleman went to church. They said that they were going to step in and get the house fixed up for him. And so none of that ever materialized.
Yeah.
Right. And
Where
the
did-
owner
where
still
did-
lives
where
with
did
the pastor.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the owner, Jerry Harris,
Yeah.
was the, I never did get what his exact diagnosis is, but he's some sort of mental
Uh-huh.
disability. And then the daughter, or his niece, she was taken by DCS. And last I checked with DCS, she had been doing really well. They got her some education, taught her to socialize, and that kind of stuff. And then Jerry has been living with this, I believe it's Scott Adams is the name of the pastor, for the last 3 years.
Well, I'd like to tear this one down too, as long as the deed doesn't get,
Transferred.
yeah.
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Okay.
26.
The only other things that we have is, the first one on the other business, this one, I don't know if you miss this, you're not, I don't know if you should be driving, if you drive by this guy's house and you don't see it, but, this one out on Hoyt, we've given him multiple times to clean it up. I almost stopped by there this morning because it's even worse than it was
It's on
with
the
most
east side, isn't it?
previous pictures that I took. I really don't think that we have any other. I don't know if John's office sending something out,
Send something out to him before.
and got nowhere. So I'm thinking that we should go forward with
He even came in here one time, didn't he?
He did. He came in here and said he was going to clean everything up and he was
Yeah.
going to stop running his business and
So on
I would,
October 20th, we agreed to a court order,
yeah.
right? So he basically is in violation of a court order right now?
No, we haven't had a court date on him yet.
let's get a court date for him, John.
Okay.
John, can we somehow go on the property and remove the stuff that's outside but leave his home? Because he lives in the trailer.
I would recommend getting a court order first.
Okay.
I don't know if he lives there or not.
Oh, I think he does.
I
He's,
would,
he's told me that, and I've went out there where he's been out there and been like, okay, I'm just gonna pull in and talk to him, see if I can get him to clean things up. And, the son actually is who I talked to, and he went inside to get dad, unless that's changed. I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was out there last week or two and saw that it's on the east side of Hoyt now, back
Okay.
in the old woods.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then the other one that we addressed was Mr. Gupta's property at 3621 West 29th Street on, of course, the house had caught on fire. There was there was a dispute on who actually owned the property since payment had been made, and then we also were dealing with the fact that the property right next to it is owned by the county, and some of the structures were over the property line on the county property as to what we wanted to address and do with that.
We sent a letter and identified that Gupta is the owner.
Okay,
All the lawsuits where the people were claiming that they bought it on contract, those were all
Yeah.
dismissed. So Gupta is the owner. We sent a letter to him
okay,
and
I
never heard
can,
anything back from it.
okay.
He has a
I
photo
have his
of-
phone number. I can call Mr. Gupta and see what he's gonna do, and he knows that it's an unsafe structure. I mean, I can address that, or again, you know,
Can
I-
we take action to require him to remove his property from our property?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's one thing we should do here today.
Okay,
Maybe that'll excite him a little bit, compel him to do something.
The health department has issued orders that on that property in the past. There was, I want to say 150 or more tires on that property at that time. And we had to deal with Mr. Gupta and the same occupant at that time. And they did get the tires removed eventually. That occupant also, at the same time, was occupying another property in city limits that we were having problems with at the same time, and he didn't own either of the properties.
I'll be honest with you, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but John, I think this ought to go before a judge as well.
Okay.
To get this cleaned up. We've dealt with him numerous times, dealt with this individual enough. He's had more than enough time to take care of this. We had people in meetings saying it was going to get taken care of, still hasn't. I want to go ahead and send this one, let's get this one in front of a judge as well.
Okay.
That's my motion.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Brady.
Yes, thank you.
Did we need to take official action on Michael Thompson? I know we said get a court date, but do we need to take official action there?
You probably should have a motion and a second and a vote on filing suit against Mr.
Make a motion to file suit against Mr. Thompson?
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner Brady.
Yes.
with Mr. Gupta, then don't talk to him about getting the buildings. We'll just wait. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna file suit against him because he's not gotten the stuff off the easement or
Okay.
the property that's owned by the county.
Okay. All
So
right.
he's encroaching on the land there, and I'm gonna include it all, and then he can decide what he wants to do.
Okay.
Mr.
All right.
Gupta's had countless properties you've dealt with.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The last thing that we have is we also discussed last time about the grass and weed ordinance, about trying to come up with something with some fines. With this season getting ready to come upon us, I'm not gonna speak for Jeremy, but if I remember right, Jeremy just told me just recently too that, did you not tell me that grass and weeds are actually not gonna be enforced because it's not a health issue?
Well,
I couldn't remember if you told me that was a state order.
when I talked to the State Department of Health, they have never heard of any local health departments dealing with tall grass complaints. I talked to several counties, all the time as part of my job, other health departments in other counties, none of them have either. And the question that was brought to me was, what is the disease vector of tall grass? And that's a good point.
Yeah.
So I talked to Danielle before about this grass and weed ordinance, and I'll say it again, John. I would like for you guys to take a look at the one in Albany that I'm familiar with, and see if we can't model something from that particular ordinance that is easy for either the sheriff's department to issue those violations, or in the event Mr. Fouch is out at a location and needs to issue one, both those departments can issue the violation and make it one violation. So all they have to do is serve one time in that season, and that is good for the entire season.
Do you want a component that requires that if they don't mow it within a certain period of time, that the county mows it and puts a lien on it?
The county mows it, and let's get a charge in that ordinance, and then yes, we'll put a lien on the property.
I believe that the ordinance, as of the way it's written right now, is the health department. Now, I try to help Jeremy with those things because I'm out, and I will send out letters about those things too. And then if usually in those letters, if they don't respond to me, I'll turn that over to Jeremy. I know you said the sheriff's department. Do you want to leave it at my department and the health department? I'm not sure the sheriff's department, I mean, them getting.
I don't know that they'll do that, but I'm if the health department's saying they're not going to, I want to make sure that we get it enforced, because we all know that we have those complaints from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to
get
make
them
sure
all
they
out.
get addressed.
So
is my
we get a lot of tall grass complaints.
Yeah.
And basically, all I can do is bluff people into mowing the grass. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then a lot of times, it's a property that is abandoned, and I have no way of getting a hold of the property owner, or maybe a deceased property owner, whatever.
Yeah.
Our hands are just tied, and there's nothing we can do.
I understand.
But I think, yes, it's not a health issue, but I think with the way that it is set up right now, with Jeremy being out as much as he is and as much as I'm out, if that were to remain the same and we had something with teeth, because I mean, like Jeremy said, all we're doing is sending out letters and trying to cause a bluff to get them to do something. Sometimes it works. Some people are saying, yeah, we get what you're doing. So if we have something where there's teeth, I mean, I think personally, I think it should be left the way it is. Let us see what happens if Jeremy and I have something we can work with. Yeah, it's not a health issue, and I don't want to speak for the health department because he can go back and, he may be told by his boss, no, we don't want anything to do with it.
So what you're saying is you want to be able to serve those violations.
I just don't see the sheriff's department getting involved in
Yeah, I don't
grass
think
and
they
weeds.
wanna-
I think it's got to be somewhere. It's where it is right now with Jeremy and I,
That's
but we just don't have anything to work with.
fine.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Oh, I know.
That ordinance also addresses not just tall grass and weeds, it also addresses trash and debris
Yeah.
on properties. So if we could get some kind of, something with teeth, like Tom said, that can, that we can use
Yeah,
to actually do
because
something.
if we have to get the trash before we cut, otherwise it's
Well,
blow
that-
everywhere.
And I don't know why it's all in one ordinance. There's a lot of issues with that ordinance. It doesn't address the health department at all, actually.
Yeah.
It addresses the Board of Health, which I know a lot of people get that confused.
And does it have a height of the grass?
It does not. Does not.
It does not. I can tell you, I remember when this was put in the request of the health department, Board of Health.
Was it?
They came to the commissioners and wanted this authority and this enforcement to issue these violations. It wasn't a health issue under the health code that, for vectors and that sort of stuff. But this was the health department requesting that they be given this authority so they could issue these letters and work with the building commissioner, because at that time, the building commissioner had been moved to part-time
Mm-hmm.
and didn't have the ability to do all this.
Gotcha. Okay.
This was adopted in 2008. I was a commissioner back then. I remember this. And we had to move the building commissioner to part-time because there just weren't that many building permits going on. There wasn't.
Right.
And there was a separate zoning inspector that was, less than, emphatic about enforcing some of this stuff. So the health department they requested it. I think it should be rewritten. I think the
Right, I
weed
agree.
cutting ordinance should be rewritten.
I agree.
I agree too.
And along the lines of the one in Albany that I wrote for Albany. I can do that. Clarify it.
Sounds good.
Do we need to take official action?
Not until it's written.
Okay, very good.
That is all I have.
Anything else on reporting?
I just want to say this, I'm willing to work with the people that come in here and have these properties that are abandoned, but what I don't like is when, people come in, they've been, sent these violations, they know they have a property that needs, some work done on it, and they just refuse to do it and blame our departments for not doing this or that. I don't have patience for that. But I want to just go on record that we will work with these people.
Right.
But they have to work with us. And I think giving them, a year or all the time we give is sufficient amount of time to figure this out. So
And John, at one time, weren't we going to look at a way to pull some of these properties out before they go in that second tax sale, so they just don't keep repeating, or?
that's gonna be hard to do, I think.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to do that because you get a lot of out-of-state buyers that buy these properties at a tax sale, have never seen them. And then when they start getting these notices, they just abandon them, it's not my problem, I'm just not gonna pay the taxes on it.
Or was it some of the buyers that we were going to try to?
Was going to try to, I ask that the auditor's office try to vet some of these buyers.
Yeah,
And they did. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a procedure where if the buyer has taxes that they owe on other properties, they can't buy property in the
Yeah.
tax sale. And that's a state statute that prohibits that. If the buyer's part of a corporation that owes taxes because they try to hide it that way, or a trust, then they can't qualify to buy property at subsequent tax sales.
thank you.
For every time you try and fix something, there's always 2 or 3 people
Right.
that figure out a way around it. Work harder sometimes around it than with it.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So when we tear a property down and then we put a lien on that property, how much, where does the county stand with that? Do we have to wait a tax season to see if somebody buys that, if it goes into the tax sale, if we got a lien on it? Or does that officially, by us putting a lien on that, saying the county, basically that's our property since we,
No. What happens is that a lien is placed on it, it goes into the tax sale. If it's not sold in the tax sale, it goes to a subsequent tax sale. And then if that's not done, then the deed is issued to the commissioners, and the commissioners sell it at a deed sale. And then, once the property becomes in a deed sale, then the commissioners technically own it.
okay. There's no way to change or on, and the reason I'm asking that, John, is we've got some places where we've tore things down. And I think that I could get contractors to go back in and build something on.
Mm-hmm.
But this time period of how much we're having to wait on things, and I know that's not you, it's, it's the law. But if there's ways around those things is what I'm asking.
Unfortunately, there isn't, because you can't take somebody's property without just compensation,
Okay,
unless you do it through the tax sale process.
okay. All right,
Okay,
Unless you can talk them into giving them the property to the county.
okay.
I mean, they could issue a quitclaim deed to the county.
Okay. All right.
Jeremy and Tom, I appreciate all you guys.
Yeah.
working
Yes.
on that.
Appreciate it.
We sure do,
Thank
and Commissioner Brand, you have anything?
Yep, I'd make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from our October 20th meeting.
October
Second.
20. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes,
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes, thank you. Our next meeting will be on April the 20th. And John, could we advertise that after the commissioners' meeting? So we don't,
I talked to Kylene about moving it up to about 10:30 or so,
okay,
or even 10 o'clock. We can't really say after the commissioners meeting.
that's fine.
You gotta specify a time.
Okay, that's fine.
There will be no April meeting. I cannot get things ready that fast.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just I set up everything with your
Okay.
office for every month as to when we need. So
Well,
we're
I'm glad,
probably
yeah,
gonna be May before we can
that,
get stuff together
yeah, my fault.
and keep on top of everything.
May will be the May 18th then.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know I tell you guys all the time, but from my standpoint, I can't do what I do without my boss and Brandy.
Oh, I
and
know.
Desiree.
Your team is so strong and we appreciate
Yeah.
all they do. Do I hear a motion to,
Motion to
Sure.
adjourn.
Second.
roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry,
Yes.
Commissioner